Hello everyone. Some weeks earlier protests started in Kazakhstan which resulted in fight between government forces and the protesters, causing loss of many lives. These protests started over the issue of fuel hike, but majorly decades of corruption and inequality fanned the flames in the resource-rich nation. Welcome to Explained. In this video, I will explain the Kazakhstan's protests and political unrest in details. Let's start. Kazakhstan joined the Soviet Republic in 1930s. Kazakhs and Russians were not always friendly. There were many battles fought in between them in 17th, 18th and 19th century. When Soviet disintegrated, Kazakhstan had fourth largest nuclear stockpile of the world. After the Soviet era, Nursultan Nazarbayev, a hardcore communist leader, became the president and ruled for 30 years with an iron hand. From the beginning in Cold War era itself, there was huge regional disparity in development in the country. Astana, the capital city now named Nursultan, and Almaty are some of high developed areas. Most of the parts of country were neglected and there was no basic development there. Few years back also there was a labor protest in an oil and gas fields. Protest was brutally suppressed. It's a country of tribes and nomads, ruled by elders, tribal chiefs at grassroots like any other tribal society. For example, in Vedic period in India, Jana or tribe was ruled by Rahana. But the ruler was one among the people and was not considered superior to his people. In Kazakhstan, while this being the structure, electoral democracy has been imposed from the top, which is creating problems there. Let's understand the root of the problem. When Nursultan retired, he nominated his successor Kassym-Tokayev to be next president. But No didn't retire in actual. He pulled the strings from behind. Enjoyed high title, supervised security, amassed huge wealth, and also have some immunity. These protests were also against him as people raised slogans like "Get out old man," signaling Nursultan to get away from government. The protests have also been presented as the power struggle between Sultan and Tokayev. Tokayev wanted some power sharing between people nominated by Nursultan and by him. Nazarbayev have been stripped off high title and people nominated by him have been removed, points to some sort of internal rivalry. Tokayev have even charged the security chief with high treason and have arrested him. As the protests went on, Tokayev showed a very authoritarian response. He failed to suppress the protests in Almaty. Protesters, initially peaceful, gradually became violent and captured some government buildings, including one of the palaces of the president. Tokayev ordered his troops to shoot at sight and called the protesters terrorists, and there is foreigners' role in all these. But these things could only add oil to the fire. Tokayev called President Putin for help and asked to invoke the provisions of Collective Security Treaty Organization. This is an organization built on principles of collective security similar to NATO, which was also formed during Cold War era. Nearly 3,500 troops under CSTO moved inside and quickly took care of protests. Russia sent additional 1,500 troops to secure strategically significant buildings. But all of this was an internal protests in Kazakhstan. CSTO works in case of external attack. The same point was raised by Western countries criticizing Russia. But it could not silence Russia. Russia said, Western world have no say in this matter as they themselves have intervened for regime changes in many countries. They don't wait for United Nations approval and enter the foreign lands to interfere. Some experts in USA say that when Russians enter any territory, they don't exit it, but in this case both CSTO and Russian troops withdrew after the incident. Putin and USA have reached a stalemate over Ukraine's issue. So, probably Russia may be opening another front to warn the West to keep the Russian might in mind. Lastly, let's see how does this bother India. Well, India doesn't have much in stake in Kazakhstan, but needs some influence in Central Asia to counter the increasing Chinese presence. In the times of Soviet Republic, India has some sort of collaboration there for minerals, dairy, rare minerals, etc. After Taliban's takeover in Afghanistan, India has less access to Central Asia. Also, the issue can create another issue for New Delhi. India needs friendly ties both with Russia and USA. Due to these issues between USA and Russia, USA and China, we will be increasingly in tough spot in dealing with them in future. Although, we have distanced away from geopolitics, but suppose USA puts sanction on Russia, then our defense deals with Russia may suffer. Already, there was a possibility of sanction over S-400 missile deals. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more such educative content.